What is all this? What is all this? This is a Pulp AdventureCon book haul. Hi, I'm Gary Lovisi, and this time we're going to take a look at some of the books that I bought at Pulp AdventureCon on Sunday, November 5th in Swedesboro, New Jersey. That was a big show that Rich Harvey and Audrey Parente put on. It was a nice show, very enjoyable. A little bit of a distance to get to, but it's always worth it to go to shows, and you never know what you're going to find, and I found some nice things. I'd like to thank Audrey and Rich for their putting on the show, and all the dealers and the people that I met there. And first of all, one of the first things is that there's the ad for Pulp AdventureCon, and that's on the latest issue of number 119 of Paperback Parade, which I'm going to do a video on soon, but just to let you know that the issue is out and in the mail to people. And then I'm going to show you some of the things that I bought. Forgot what I wanted to say, but anyway, we're just going to go through some things that I bought. Some hardcovers, some trade paperbacks, and some other things. Nice, interesting copy of Mastermind of Mars by Edgar Rice Burroughs. It's a reprint hardcover, but I just love the J. Allen St. John cover art. It's just incredible. I just love his art, and I love the Mars series. So that was one of the books. Michael Poillo is an author who has written a couple of books that are, I think, of note. Black Country Rock and I'm Sal, the Soft-Boiled Mobster. Soft-boiled lobster. It's a lobster on the cover. So it's Black Country Rock and Sal. I'm Sal, the Soft-Boiled Mobster with the lobster on the cover. So these are new books by him, and they look pretty good. So they may be pretty cool to people to check them out. The other thing is I bought I think this is the most recent copy of Bare Bones that Peter Infantino does, and it's a terrific magazine. I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm just glad that I was able to see it and purchase a copy of it from Mike Chomko. Also, book number 7 of Lynn Carter's Flashing Swords, Sword and Sorcery magazine, anthology, and another issue of The Pulpster, which is a magazine that Pulp Fest puts out each year. And this one is dedicated to Ray Bradbury, and with Kelly Freas cover, of course. And this was... and the next things we're going to do is look at some of the paperbacks that I bought. This was a nice show. It was a surprise. It was a surprise to see one of my idols in the art field, Jim Steranko. He came by, and he was very gracious, talking with everybody. He wasn't a guest at the show, and it wasn't announced that he was a guest, so nobody wanted to intrude upon his privacy, as far as just he wanted to look around and buy things and talk to some of the dealers and people. But he was very, very friendly with everybody. It was very nice to meet him, and I'm hoping that we can do something in Paperback Parade on Jim in the future. He's a really, really terrific guy, and it was a pleasure to meet him and talk to him for a while. He's a big fan of Mickey Spillane. He loves the pulps, and we were talking about some of that, and you know, we just had a great conversation. So that was a very enjoyable thing that I didn't expect at the show. And always, you know, the thing is with going to these shows, you never know who you're going to see, who you're going to have talk to, what contacts are going to be made and things. So it's always good to do that. And now, without further ado, let me show you some of the books that I got. I got a bunch of, I love these Phantom Detective paperbacks put out by Regency Corneth. And here's a few of them. I'll have Bonfo covered. Murder Trail. They're by Robert Wallace. The Curio Murders. Fangs of Murder. Oh, real nice condition. The Melody Murders, Tycoon of Crime. I think there's 18 in this set, well, at least 18. And I have like quite a few of them, and they're really nice condition. The Broadway Murders, The Vampire Murders, just great stuff. The Trail to Death, The Dancing Doll Murders, Death Glow, and Murder Money. Very, very nice. One of my favorite series of pulp paperback reprints. Phantom Detective by Robert Wallace. Another series that I happen to like a lot, and I always look for these books, is, I don't know how many there are, 24 or so, in the Coxman series by Troy Conway. These were kind of sexy adult spy novels, and they always had things I like.
Can you show us one while you're talking about it?
Okay. They always have, like, they have these photo covers, but they always have like funny, kind of cool, campy titles. It's what's up front that counts. That's number 11. No particular order. Number 18, The Sex Machine. Rod Damon is the Coxman.
Do you want to tell who the author is?
Well, Mike Avallone, I believe, did most, if not all, of these books, writing them. It's Adventures of Rod Damon, who's a spy and a woman's man, it's just cool, campy fun. Number 2 is all screwed up. Number 24 is Turn the Other Cheek. This might be the last one in the series. I'm not sure how many there were. I have to do a little research on it. Number 21 is Will the Real Rod Please Stand Up? And number 7, Last Licks. And they have some of the titles, I mean, the plays on words. I mean, one of the titles is The Cunning Linguist, and you know, there's a Hard Day's Night, stuff like that, playing on the Beatles title. So these are a fun series with the titles and with the stories.
That's a Steve Holland's photo cover.
Huh?
That's Steve Holland.
Right here, yeah. Yep, Steve Holland. He seems to make it everywhere. Next, let's look at a various group. A Hard Day's Night. This is the man from Orgy, Steve Victor. That's number 9 in the series. Hideout, an Avon crime novel. I mean, an Eaton crime novel. Looks like Avon, but it's Eaton. There's this short series of books, really, really cool collectible books in the Eaton series. That's similar to Avon. Was a part of Avon. A nice copy of Frank Belknap Long's The Dark Beasts. This bag is a mess. Just to show you the great cover, The Black Star by Lynn Carter with the Frazetta, beautiful Frazetta cover. Fans of giant rats will like The Hamlin Plague by A. Bertrand Chandler, Monarch book number 390. I found this Midwood, it's a later one, and I've never seen this one before. It's a female detective, girl cop. So it's a sleaze cop, kind of sleaze paperback about a girl cop. Which is interesting. Found Avon Western stories, post-Western stories from the Saturday Evening Post. And this has basically everybody that's good in Westerns in the 40s. Nice cover, beautiful, beautiful condition copy, just like really a pretty, beautiful, pretty book. Same thing with this one. It's a Merritt book by Adam Coulter, number 604, Abnormal Lust. I like the merit novel books with the cover artwork. This is an interesting one. This is Triton by Samuel R. Delaney. This is the first paperback printing, and in it is an advertisement for the book, Compliments of Bantam Books, the publisher, from 1976. This probably went out to a reviewer, and they kept it in with the book from 1976. This is like, what, 50 years ago? And that was cool to find something like that. I saw a group of G8 and his Battle Aces books. I bought those just because I like them so much. His Purple Aces, Ace of the White Death, and the Batstoffel. And these are all with, these were the first three of the G8 Battle Aces books. World War I Pulp, Aviation Pulp Adventure, and with Steranko covers. And unfortunately, Steranko wasn't a guest at the show, so he wasn't signing or anything. But I just happened to see those and bought them anyway, as well as the other G8 books, which in this Berkeley series, 5, 6, 7. I could put them in order so you can see them. So those are the first three, and then this is 4. These now have the original Pulp magazine covers on the books. There's 4, 5, and 6. The original great Pulp cover art, and then 7 and 8. So this is so cool. I got a first paperback printing from 1968 of Tolkien's The Hobbit. A pretty nice copy of that. I got a Lion book, 143 of The Wild Bunch by Peter Dawson. These Lion Westerns are very scarce. An Avon book of 20. This is Avon 237, Donald Henderson Clark. This is just a cute, cute cover. Another book that's just, it's a funny kind of lampoon. Actually, it's from Harvard Lampoon. This is the 5th printing, but it's still quite collectible and sought after because people want to read it. Board of the Rings, the Harvard Lampoon satire of the Lord of the Rings, and it's with Dildo Bugger and the Boogies of the Sty, kind of. That's that story of you know, they really parody the Tolkien story pretty brutally, but it's funny. It's funny as hell. The Currents of Space by Isaac Asimov. One of the early Lancer science fiction books. They were doing them with a different kind of cardstock, and early on with this, it had
it's like orange skin or something.
Yeah, it had like a
textured
covers, and that's a nice, really nice cover. Wait for Tomorrow, early lesbian book, very nice. Broad Alley by Ron Veers, I don't know what publisher, Pad Library. It's a sleaze detective story. And I'm going to move these over. A few more. I got a little hardcover, British hardcover. The Taror by Edgar Wallace. These are like really cool little hardcovers. You want to move this?
No. No, I do not.
You okay?
Yes.
Okay. So this is The Taror by Edgar Wallace. Edgar Wallace at one time was one of the most popular writers in the world. And he wrote many, many books. He could compare him to Stephen King in sales or any other famous modern author. And this is one of his books, a little British hardcover. Not great condition, but the dust jacket is really cool. And the back cover, Taror. And then here's the back cover. So it's just a really cool little book. I just like it. August Derleth, a British horror anthology by Panther Books. Sleep No More. That's usually my my nighttime vacation, is never getting to sleep at night. But so I see Sleep No More. And then there's an British Arrow book from 1961. More Not at Night. Another horror book. This is a British edition of Almeric by Robert E. Howard, which I've just never seen, so I don't know. Maybe I do have it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. So, and The Sword of the Morning Star by Richard Mead. Really nice Jeff Jones cover, and I just always like this cover. And someday I should read this. I haven't read it, but I probably will one day. The other thing is we also had among some of the people that we saw at the show, Vlad, who makes matchbooks and these kind of matchbook items of good girl art, alcohol,
anything,
drinks,
really.
anything really, pulp magazines. So he came by. We did an ad of his for him in Paperback Parade. You could get in touch with him if you want. Here's just two of the boxes that he makes, and these are regular matches, you know, match boxes. And then he made it with for vintage paperbacks. There's another one, The Deadly Payoff. This is a cool little thing that he makes these by hand. And this is a special one that he made for Pulp AdventureCon. Pulp AdventureCon one. And it's got good girl art. So that's cool. It's commemorative of the show. And he does stuff for different drinks, stuff like that. He makes all these things that you can purchase from him, which are very, very interesting. You probably make any design you want. And it's Matchcraft Studio, and we'll get a link in below.
Well, it's in Paperback Parade.
And it's in Paperback Parade also. And the other thing that I want to show you, which I happen to like a lot, is a bunch of British 50s Western paperbacks. So this is High on the Range in the UK. 10-gallon Westerns. These are nice editions that really nice condition copies, all from the 50s. The Fifth Horseman, Western Vengeance, The Outcast. Some of these are pretty scarce Panther books. I'll show you those when they come up to them. These are Target books from Ward Lock. All like from the 50s, maybe up until like 61, 62. This is Ward Lock 247, Outpost. These aren't rare, but they're just not that really common anymore. And when you can get a bunch of them, they're really, really nice condition. And you know, so I like reading Westerns. So this is Comanche Trail. Wagon Train, Wilderness Road. This is another Wardlock Target book, a little earlier than the other ones I showed you. 10-gallon Western. Vengeance Trail. Texas Revenge. And these are all Panther books, which I collect and which you don't really see that often. So it's nice to find these, especially in this condition. Moon Prairie. Panther 564. The Hang Rope. And the 562. The Renegade. All of these pretty much by Lauren Payne or Mark Carell. I wonder if Carell was a pen name for Payne. I don't know that much about these authors. This is Decade of Deceit. Comancheria, a Panther book. It's got no number on it, but it is a Panther book. Last of the Balfreys, Panther book, no number on it either. So these are early Panthers before they got the numbers. And this is Lord of the South Plains, number 177. So that's the book haul at the Pulp AdventureCon on Sunday, November 5th, 2023. I want to thank everybody who was at the show, the dealers, the attendees, all the people that we met. It was a great show, and it was so nice to meet everybody and see everybody, to see some of the guys from the Gotham Pulp Collectors Club, and all the everybody else. So just thank you for looking, and I hope you enjoyed this video.